Good morning. It's day 14 in Bolster's morning musing series. Welcome to Nan and Grampy's house. My son and I are having a little sleepover, and so we get to enjoy this lovely view. And as you can see, they've got this lovely pear ripening process happening on the windowsills. So it's always a treat to visit Nan and Grampy. But today I'm going to talk to you about chunking. Chunking is a strategy that teachers use. And again, not turning parents into teachers, just trying to share some of the strategies that help us to have kids that can be a bit more attentive. So if it helps and it resonates, use it. So chunking is when you have a sort of a biggish topic that you're teaching your kids and you find the natural stopping points within the topic, like subtopics, if you will. Usually you try to stop every 7 to 10 minutes to check for understanding. So that chunk of work, you do the chunk of work and then you check for understanding. And it allows your kids to process information. It allows you to find out if they know what's going on, if you do a random check. We've all been victim to the random check within a lesson. And it can be an opportunity to stand up and move, to do a stretch, to drink some water. These are all strategies that assist in learning. So how does that translate to your homework situation? Well, again, I'm going to use our son and how it can work with our son. So we have a whiteboard, just the small little whiteboards. A piece of paper would do, doesn't matter. And when he sits down, he either has it from the day before if it's the same, or he rewrites what his homework is. So maybe it's math, spelling, reading, and something else that he has to do. So he just writes those topics down on the whiteboard, and then he prioritizes them in the order that he wants to do them. So he may choose spelling first or reading first. And then the final thing, and kind of an important thing that we do, is sort of time manage that. Because with kids, homework can seem like it's going to take forever, right? And they may think there's never an end, even when as adults we can see the end. But kids might think that they're trapped in a vortex of homework. So time managing is a really good idea, if only for hope. But it's also a great skill. It's a life skill, isn't it? So take a look at the math. How long do you think that's going to be? Their estimates may be completely off if they're quite young. You can help out with that. You can use a timer and say, oh, okay, you thought that was going to be an hour, and it was actually 6 minutes. Wow, so now we know for the next time. So they can write their little time estimates down, and all of these things just sort of make the homework process less intimidating, less overwhelming, and puts things more in control of your child so that they have ownership over the process. And yes, as a parent, you'll be involved in that. It's important that you're involved in the beginning so that they learn how to do it well, and they learn how to do it in a way that is encouraging and not discouraging. So that's one thing that is helpful, to put down the topics. Also, if they're given a piece of work that has a lot to it, for example, a math sheet that has a lot of problems on it, chunk the math sheet as well. Fold it so that they only see the first 9 that they're doing, or the first 3 that they're doing, or use highlighters, breaking it down. And hey, there are many kids that won't need this, and then there are many kids that will. Our son is a big fan of chunking. He gets overwhelmed, and that's fine. And so that's something really easy that we can do and have taught him to do with his own worksheet. So fold it in half. So this is a little strategy from the teaching community to the parent community that might help to make homework a little more peaceful and meaningful. Leave your questions and comments below. Love to hear from you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Stay bolstered.